Welcome back to the Kaleidosphere, a Dungeons & Dragons Play Podcast. I'm your Dungeon Master, Nathan. Joining me are Grant.
Zachariah Harros, proud owner of Idaho Potato.
Cody.
Jack Rackman.
Pippin.
Moriarty, not Mordecai.
Right. Yes. Jonathan.
Hudson Swift.
And Alex.
Clacker Volkson, back with the tea.
You betcha. Join us in our first campaign, To Whom the Sea Belongs. I'm going to do a quick recap of where each of you left off in our last session, so feel free to weigh in. Moriarty, you just finished dropping off your supplies at the Adventure Arc. You had a crate of potatoes and some edible seaweed, as opposed to seaweed edibles. Let's see, Jack, you have just recently arrived in Westport. You see the wall in the distance. You're heading through some of the, outer farmland, getting to the city, or to the town. Your groin is rather itchy from your poison oak diaper, but it's significantly less itchy thanks to the ointment that you applied from the lizard folk. They also garbed you, so you have real clothes now, but there's a hole over your butt where a tail would be if you were a lizard.
Right.
Yeah. Clacker, I believe where we left off for you was a little bit ambiguous, but correct me if I'm wrong, you're headed back to the Adventure Arc to find the paperwork that you signed with Krusty Sean?
Yes, he said it was not a, what's the word?
Round trip.
Round trip, thank you. But he said it was a one-way, and I know that's a lie because I signed the contract as well.
Perfect. Hudson, you're unconscious in an alley, and Zachariah, you're heading back to the Leaping Fish to wait for Moriarty to come back and find you.
Absolutely.
All right, so you are all fairly close to the town square, which you can see here. The sun hangs low in the west. Pedestrians and cart merchants shuffle across the town square, chatting with one another or intent on getting to their homes for evening appointments. But as you all look on, a cluster of teens near the well shout in surprise, then in horror. A terrible thing crawls out of the well. It almost looks like a crocodile, but its scales are covered in a thick sheen of mucus. Tentacles sprout from the creature's body in all directions. It has several maws of gnashing teeth in its sides and its back, and it has multiple chomping crocodilian snouts emerging in a row from its head. The creature growls in a horrid, wet, choral sort of sound, and then lunges toward the nearby teens. Let's roll initiative.
Wow, getting right into it.
Do I roll initiative since I am unconscious in a gutter, or?
You do roll initiative even though you are unconscious.
In a gutter.
In a gutter.
It came out of the well?
It came out of the well.
Well.
Oh no.
That explains the tea.
And so it begins.
I finally didn't roll highest.
Did I roll another one? Oh, that's a shocker.
Close.
Very close.
I got a 19. Rolling high.
I got a 3.
Well, you're not even effing here, dude.
That's a good point.
During his turns, he can just be foraging for new butt covers.
Itching at himself.
I guess Zachariah wouldn't see this yet, but Jack has recently reached the town and he's headed toward the town square.
Oh.
So I've put him over on the periphery of the map there.
He always looks like he's dancing.
He's a happy boy.
Clacker, I'm going to put you down close to Moriarty since you were both down near the docks.
Oh, hey there.
How you doing there, Mr. Clacker?
Oh, I actually have thought about making it, because it's very Minnesotan to talk about the weather, so I've thought about making it canon for me to, whenever I'm starting conversation with someone, to go, oh, hey there, how you doing? Nice weather we've been having, huh? Even if it's downpour, terrible weather. I guess it's good weather, sure.
It must be nice for, somebody that's an aquatic folk. Always used to being wet.
Right. Mm-hmm. How do you react to this monstrosity?
I'm going to do this in character and maybe not make the most tactically sound decision, but can I roll a perception or insight check to see if I would be threatened by this at all? Because I feel like I'd just be oh, hello, sir. I did not know there was a underground tunnel system. Is there an easier way to traverse the territory by taking that route?
Yeah, I guess... I don't know what kind of check that would be. I guess an insight check.
So I basically am going to... I rolled a 5, so I'm just going to roleplay that appropriately and walk up to this fine fellow who honestly just looks a little bit stronger than anyone I've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hello, sir. Seem to have a bit of a travel experience getting around here. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you speak trade speak?
Zachariah, do you speak deep speech?
No.
Okay.
What?
I know. Anyone who's played a game with me before, it's relatively uncommon for me to not speak a language like that, but I don't. Again, just building my character, and please no one at me about how bad these decisions are, but I
love it.
I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages. Because he's trying to talk to me, right? Like,
it would seem so. So you hear him say, must eat. Eat them all. Must eat them all.
Oh, he's searching for some potatoes.
It does not look particularly interested in potatoes.
Okay. Well, I'm not stupid. I'm just socially inept, so I think that would do it for me to know this is a threat.
Okay.
And I don't have any actions left on my turn,
Right.
But I would kind of like throw back my cloak and put my hand over my arcane focus, which is my little flintlock pistol, and get ready to intervene on my next turn.
All right. Hudson, you groggily come to. You're in an alley. It might take you a minute to kind of remember everything that just happened, but as it comes to you, I imagine you check your possessions and...
I think Hudson's pretty used to waking up in an alley, so he
Yeah.
has this checklist of what he checks for first, and make sure he's not missing any fingers or anything.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
All of his internal organs are still there. Nobody stole them.
Wallet,
Right.
keys, cell phone.
Yeah, so
Chapstick.
you actually still have all of your possessions, it looks like. They were just being puffs for no reason.
That's a first.
Yeah. I'm gonna say because you were unconscious for a few hours, you can have the benefits of a short rest. So if you want, you're gonna start with 1 hit point unless you expend hit dice to regain more.
I think I probably should expend a hit die.
Okay.
Alright,
Okay, so you got 7 hit points.
got it.
And you hear screaming and growling coming from the town square.
I think Hudson's probably gonna kind of stumble over. He's still got a little bit of a hangover in addition to all the new bruises and cuts, and he's gonna kind of stumble over. He's really groggy. He's trying to go to the well to get some water to splash in his face, get a little hydrated. So he's just gonna start stumbling over that way.
Okay, so half your movement to stand, 15 feet. Each square is 5 feet, so it's roughly there.
Okay.
Movement, and then if you want to double move, probably get you this close. Of course, once you look up, you see it, what I'm going to call a crocodile, but that doesn't really do this thing justice. It's got tentacles and mouths flying everywhere.
I think Hudson kind of rubs his eyes groggily, and then looks at it, and then rubs his eyes again, and he goes devil's teeth, mate. Just what I bloody needed this morning. And I'll probably end my turn with that.
All right, Moriarty, you're coming back from the docks, and you see this aberration unfolding.
What the fuck is going on over there? Well, is Clacker still around me?
Yeah, he is not far behind you.
Oh, hey there.
Hey there, Mr. Clacker. Have you seen this fucking thing coming out of the well?
Oh, let me just take a look. Oh, well, swab my poop deck. What do we got over there?
What? I don't know. That's why I was asking you.
I don't know.
I think I know that man over there, so I'm gonna head over there.
I'm over here.
Well, you have a nice day there, Mr. Clacker.
Okay, yeah, you too.
And Moriarty is gonna move up closer to somebody he recognizes kind of in the distance, Zachariah.
Oh, be careful. He is not friendly.
Oh, he's not very friendly, huh? Oh, that's a bit of the Minnesotan with the other accent you got going now. Fucking A.
It's contagious.
So, yeah, he's not very friendly, huh?
Oh no, I tried to inquire with him about some potential alternate travel routes, but he said something about eating children.
Oh. That's not very friendly. Now I'm making a moral choice whether Moriarty wants to actually try to keep it away from children or not. Nope. Well, fuck it. Moriarty's gonna use Thorn Whip, and he's gonna pull in his hand. He's gonna pull off his back. He's gonna pull out this large fishing rod, and he's just gonna begin. Almost looks like he's fly casting with a massive fishing pole, and it's just gonna start sending out this line, and he's just gonna smack this monstrosity.
There it is.
11 to hit.
Let's see. So an 11 is going to miss this thing.
Just get, it's just getting that rhythm. Messed it up a little bit. All right. It's been a while since I've used this like that.
Careful, mate. Don't hit me with that bloody fishing line.
I don't know who you are, so you can rightly fuck off.
That's on to Clacker.
Clacker's gonna move a bit closer. He's a little intrigued about what's going on now. He goes, "Oh, what's going on over here? It does look interesting, and those people I was just talking to, they seem friendly. Let me see what they're doing now too. What's my movement again?
Probably 30 feet.
Usually.
I don't know why it's telling me 0 on my character sheet."
Oh, did you do an actual orca instead of orca folk? Because you might not have legs.
No, I had to make a custom race for it. It should be. That's weird. Okay.
Did you make a statue? Is that what the custom race was?
That makes it a bit more awkward just walking past your no-leg and having ass over there.
Moriarty, if you could pick up the orca over there and set it next to the bad thing.
Oh, sure,
On the encyclopedia, it says 30 feet speed for orca folk.
So I'll move. I can't really do anything from where I am either, so I'll just say, "Oh, hey guys, what's the deal going on over here? What do we got happening?"
You want to double move, or are you just gonna stop there?
I'll ask what's going on first.
Okay.
Hello, Zachariah Harris, pleased to meet you. This fine fellow appears to be lost, came out of the well, would like to eat some children. I'm assuming that's not too good for the ecosystem around here, so if you could, if you're capable, assist me with putting him back down the well. Everyone can go about their business, no problem.
Oh, well, it seems like we got a bit of a situation here, don't we?
Yes,
Well.
phrased it as such.
I'll just, let me make my way over here. Let me give him a nice little talking to. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Nice weather we've been having, huh? Oh, yeah, I know. It's cold in the well, isn't it?
All right, and so that was a double move. So any bonus action, or are you done?
I can't do anything right now, so yeah, I'll be done.
All right, it is gonna move. So it moves, climbs out of the well, moves around, and it is going to chomp at you and lash out a couple tentacles from its back and try to hit some of the teenagers standing there.
Oh, good God.
So it misses both of the teens, and then with its bite, Clacker, does a 19 hit you?
Oh yeah, big time.
Okay. 10 piercing damage, and you are grappled. And that is the alligator's turn, or crocodile's turn. So, Jack Rackman, you roll into town, and there's a crocodile thing munching on a whale person.
I'm an orca folk, thank you very much.
Yeah. Whoa, Nathan, come on, man. Get it right.
Things do seem to be quite active here in town. Let's see if we can get a better look. I kind of scoot my way up around the outskirts here.
Okay.
But ultimately, I'm gonna double move, behind the crowd. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, sir. Pardon me. I'm gonna get into kind of position where I'm gonna eyeball everything and what do we have going on here?
The commoners are not in the mood to have calm, collected discourse with you. So the one that responds says, "It's trying to eat us!" And then they're all just running away.
So this isn't a standard affair. All right.
One of the older men just kind of looks at you with a, seriously expression. No, this is not normal.
Well, that's all I got for this turn.
All
Double
right.
moved around, but, yeah. Next turn, we'll see. We'll see who's boss.
Yeah, so all the people are moving away, looking for cover.
No one's gonna stand and fight with us?
None of these people are going to stand and fight with you.
Cowards.
Yeah, I kind of look around as I'm just exposed now. I was hiding behind all these people. Well, I do feel a little bit out in the open.
Drafty.
Yeah, I cover my butt flaps.
That brings us back to Zachariah, and I forgot to have you all do this on the first round, so I'm going to do this on each of your turns on this round. Zachariah, please make a wisdom save.
Okay. That's like the only save I can't do. Well, I rolled a 15.
Yeah, that was fine. Yeah, so you are...
Sound like my parents.
You're more curious than frightened of this thing, so you don't take any sanity damage.
Okay. And was there any attacks of opportunity on the teens that like ran away from that thing?
Yeah, there was a reaction attack as they moved, but he didn't hit with it.
Got it. Yeah, I think I'm going to call out and be like, children, if one of you could stay, I think that will be enough to sate its appetite. You could just decide amongst yourself how you'd like to do that, but we will need probably one of you. Just be prepared in case we can't scare this thing off. And then I am going to cast Magic Missile at this thing.
All right.
Blowing all my spell slots. And it is going to take... I rolled well on my damage. It's going to take 4, 5, and 4, so 13 damage.
Nice. Yeah, it's not too happy with that.
And then I am going to just do I'm going to run down near kind of like the shore and where the children have run off in case I need to facilitate any disagreement on who we're going to sacrifice to this thing. And that will be my turn.
Hudson.
All right, so I think Hudson is going to pull out his spyglass, which is very large and above average for spyglasses. And
Mighty fine spyglass, sir.
thanks, mate. And he's gonna look through, and he is going to cast Identify on the giant, horrible monster thing in front of him.
All right, let's see.
I don't know if that works on creatures, my dude.
Yeah, I don't believe it does.
Okay, got it.
Identify, you choose an object that you must touch through the casting of the spell. If it's a magic item or another magic-imbued object, you learn its properties.
Got it. Okay, so I used the wrong spell, which probably doesn't help too much there.
It
Or-
identifies Zachariah's flintlock as behind him.
Hey guys, I think it's an alligator.
Your detect magic would reveal if it has any like spells that it's using, or if it's magically infused.
Yeah.
That one works for creatures, and your other spyglass property that reveals the creature type would work here as well.
That's the one I was looking for. Yes.
Okay. The creature type one?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. This is an aberration.
Got it.
Something unholy and unnatural.
And then I would yell out, "It's a bloody aberration, mate!" And then I'm gonna just pull out my flintlock pistol. I'm gonna pull out my hand pistol here, and I'm going to fire at it. Which
God, I stood in a terrible place for you to be shooting your pistol with how you roll.
Okay, that's a really great point. Well, good luck. I hope you get out of the way in time. So that is also an 11.
You also add your dexterity mod.
Cool. So that is a 14, actually.
Okay, and a 14 is a hit. Make contact with fleshy, squelchy noise.
Awesome. And then it's a d6, right, for damage?
I don't remember for that log. If you wrote it down as a d6, we'll say that's what it is. We can check later.
I believe that. I mean, that is what I wrote, so I hope that's right.
We'll assume that's right for now.
All right, so we got a... Well, actually, I take that back. It's a d8. I can't read.
Okay, d8 plus dex mod
Yeah,
for a
plus-
ranged weapon.
Okay, so I got the same roll anyway.
Same result. Cool.
That worked out, so I didn't have to do any more math. So that is a 5, I believe.
All right. Yeah, it roars out, and it uses one of its legendary actions in response to that to lash a tentacle backwards and try to attack Moriarty. Does a 15 hit you, Moriarty?
No, it doesn't.
It does not. Nice. Okay, you dance out of the way. And it's your turn. Oh, Hudson, make your wisdom saving throw for
I was hoping you
witnessing
weren't
this
gonna
thing.
notice that. Alright, I got it. Let's see here. Alright, that's good.
Oh, there.
Nice. So you take 4 sanity damage.
Okay, good.
God damn. It does more sanity damage than it does damage.
And Moriarty, it's your turn, so you can go ahead and make your wisdom save as well.
The fuck me sideways. 11.
11. All right. That is not quite enough. So,
All right. Let's see this sanity damage.
5 sanity damage to
5.
you.
Ooh,
Well then.
good God.
Good God, this thing is ugly as fuck.
You've developed a tick.
And it is your turn.
All right. Well, I am not pleased with this thing, so I'm going to take a step forward, and then I'm just going to smack this fucking thing with my fishing pole.
All right.
Wait, why is that negative?
You can't. I don't think you can get a -8.
Something just went wrong there. Something is just wrong now.
You just
That's
threw your
like-
fishing pole into the
Like in a
water.
cartoon when like the kid like goes to like throw his fishing pole forward, it gets like hooked on something behind him or something.
But something just went wrong.
It hooks on your belt loop and you throw it and you flip yourself over.
Apparently, but I'm like looking for what the hell just happened.
So, okay, so you crit on a 19 to 20?
Yes.
Because right now it's doing 19 minus 20.
Oh, okay.
So however you set up the crit
Okay.
range.
So I'll correct. All right. So is that what that was? So it was 19 minus 20 plus that. So
So
I add
just
20 to
eat-
that. So
Right.
18.
Okay. 18 is a hit.
Well, why didn't I do the damage? 9.
Cool. And okay, so I'm using the 4th edition term bloodied to signify half health or less. This creature is now bloodied.
What color blood is that?
Oh, good question. Milky pink.
Oh, gross. We'll have to save some of that.
Kind of looks like some good tea I've had.
Oh my God.
Let's see. It's the alligator's turn now. And did you have anything else, Moriarty?
I'm gonna make some guttural sounds and curse at it
Okay.
in deep speech.
Do you know deep speech?
I do know deep speech.
Nice.
You fucking twat.
Several of its mouths kind of turn down in a properly insulted frown. One of its other mouths munches on Clacker.
It's gonna be like a long set of slurs, something about fucking with the dirty anchor. And
Yikes.
Let's see. Clacker, you take 12 damage as it just munches on you.
Clacker's
baby.
down!
Clacker's down.
Oh, children, you can go home. It looks like we've made our decision.
And then
Oh no.
this thing is gonna move,
Oh, it's not sated. It's not sated. Run, children, run!
and it's gonna make a couple tentacle lashes at these 2 children. That's a miss. That's a hit. Deals 1. The child grunts and falls over, but doesn't appear dead. Yeah, and then a bite attack at the other child, which is a hit, and which does kill the child. Or the teenager. Teenager has been eaten.
Describe
Alright.
the killing blow.
Three separate mouths latch onto this teenager at once, and this kid is probably 16 or 17 years old. He's wiry, but looks like he's been fairly athletic. So all 3 of these different mouths latch onto different points on this teen and start just munching at the same time and pulling, and eventually there's one arm over in one place and a couple legs over in a different place. And so different parts of this crocodile are just feasting all at once.
It's gruesome.
Wow.
I said at the beginning they were all teens. Zachariah just doesn't have a sense of age, I guess.
Oh, run, children. It's very hungry. It's not even eating things, it's just killing them.
Oh, it's clearly eating this thing. The mouth on its rib cage is having a good time. The mouth under its main mouth is eating one of the arms.
Okay, this is terrifying.
I think
Clacker,
Hudson takes a step or 2 backwards in response to that.
All right, everyone back on the ship. That was fun.
Take me with you, mate.
So Clacker, first make a wisdom save because we didn't do that on the first round.
Right.
Clacker rolled 0.
Get it out of the way early.
So you take 7 sanity damage.
Great, I'm gonna wake up totally fucked up.
Right. Speaking of waking up, make a death save.
If I wake up. Woo! Woo!
Okay, that's one success. So you're not quite on death's door.
I'm having terrible dreams, though.
What sort of sound does an orca folk make while they're having nightmares?
Oh, wait, it has to be Minnesotan, though, so it's like, ooh.
Wow, that was impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that might have sounded a little bit more walrusy than more orca folk.
You hear Clacker go, oh, sorry about that.
All right, Jack, it's your turn. You've seen this alligator chomp through an orca folk and a teenager, and it has another teen on the ground due to one of its tentacles. What do you do?
I'm going to stand up kind of straight. I hold my hands out. Static starts to come up. My beard and my hair starts to kind of rise, get all frizzy. And say, stand back! And I'm going to launch a fiery lightning bolt. I take it I miss with a 12.
You do, unfortunately.
I think at this point too, like the Hudson goes, "Oh hell, is that Jack?" And he like turns and looks over his shoulder, and he's like, "Oh, blood and thunder, mate. Hey, Jack." And he kind of waves.
Hey, looks like we've got ourselves into something over our heads again, maybe. And I put my hand on Clacker's chest here and cast Spare the Dying on him. Or no, not Spare the Dying, Healing Word as a bonus action. Kind of give him a, what do you call that? Slipping from him.
What are you slipping in?
Battles.
A little jolt.
What do you call them? The defibrillators. There you go, the defibrillators.
Okay,
Do you mean a defibulator?
What are those called?
Defibulator.
For me, it is. That actually sounds terrifying to Clacker. A defibulator.
Yeah.
ooh, true. So, I hate to be a rules stickler. Actually, I don't, but I apologize for it because I know this sucks. But in my campaigns, Healing Word only works if the recipient of the healing can hear the healing word. So, unfortunately, that's not going to work this turn.
No, it's all good. I can wait a turn. I just don't know if Clacker can.
Clacker can wait
I've
at least
got-
a turn. If he rolls a
Yeah.
1, it's not an instant death. It's a 2 death fails.
You never know when a giant alligator thing might decide it wants to swallow you.
Very true.
Do you know anything about orca folk? Should we put it out of its misery?
What?
I just don't know. I don't know the.
I'm trying to save its life over here.
Okay, well, it's just a question.
I think you're supposed to throw it back in the ocean, mate.
Oh, okay. Does the well work? You could just tip it over right there.
It is your turn now, Zachariah. Teens are running in all directions. As one of them flees, the crocodile makes another tentacle attack but misses, so you are up.
Seeing what it has come to and that it can't be scared off, and seeing that what it is doing, I am going to plant my feet and more serious demeanor, square up my shoulders, and my spell book would like kind of float in front of me as I would pull this necromantic. You'd see this like blackish purple magic. I'd pull it out of my spell book and then put it into my flintlock pistol and then square up and fire. You'd hear this what sounds like a bell ring in this town square here. And it needs to make a wisdom saving throw
All right.
against a DC 14. It's just
It fails. It got a 2.
and this tendril of black shoots out of my pistol and through this thing and deals 7 damage.
Nice. Anything else from Zachariah?
I think, yeah, I'm going to keep moving kind of like laterally with it. I don't know words, if that's the right word. I'm essentially where it's going away from the well, I'm kind of running along the outskirts of town, keeping my distance from it, but also trying to get myself in between him and the teenagers.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Hudson, you just witnessed a gun make a bell noise and then shoot a bolt of black at an alligator with multiple mouths in the wrong places and a lot of tentacles. What do you do?
I think first of all Hudson would be like, "Hell's bells," and then he would like kind of stroke his chin, and then I imagine like there'd be like one of those cartoon effects where like money, like signs that appear in his eyes, and like hear like another bell sound in his head. And he'd be like, I gotta keep him alive, or undead, or whatever. And then I think at this point, Hudson is, let's see, how far away? No, I'm gonna just stick with the flintlock pistol here,
Right.
and I'm gonna go ahead and fire that again. While I'm keeping my distance, so I think maybe I would move back like a little bit, back a little more towards the townspeople. And it does an 18 hit.
Yes, it does.
All right. So then I'm gonna roll D8 again, and all right, we got another 1 on the die. So
Nice.
that's gonna be a solid 4 damage, 4 piercing damage.
Any bonus actions, or you good there?
Do I understand what it said?
It said, "Ow, that hurt. I'm hungry."
I'm probably just gonna curse at people, and I'm gonna say like, I knew I should have had more rum last night.
All right. Moriarty, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move up closer to it again, and I'm gonna smack him with my fishing rod.
Oh, that's just
13.
barely a miss. Yeah,
Oh,
it kind of
fuck.
slides off of his scaly, slimy hide.
But isn't that a negative, 20 again? So
It is
really, I
not.
think
It's not a -8 again on my roll.
Just a 13. 13 is
Just a
a
13.
slight miss. All right. Anything else?
Fuck you, wanker. And then that's it.
All right. It's gonna. I forgot. It's legendary action, so it's gonna make a tentacle attack against you real quick, Moriarty. That's
Well,
a
it
miss.
misses.
It sure does. It got a 6. Now it's gonna skirt around you and try to get in
That's where it's
range.
wrong. Because I forgot I have Sentinel, so I.
Okay. Nice.
You ain't going anywhere, buddy.
You're not. Well, I'm gonna try to make it not go anywhere. I have to hit it this time. Oh, 15.
Yeah, 15 gets it.
For 4, and it goes nowhere.
Nice. So because of that, it's just gonna make a tentacle attack against you and a bite attack against you. Bite hits. 12
Well-
piercing damage.
I didn't think this through.
And the tentacle is an 18. Does 18 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So 4 more damage. So a total damage of 16.
I didn't think this through, boys.
No, you've done great. You're doing great. Keep it right
I
there.
don't know if he's doing great. He looks like he got severely
Hudson's
injured.
definitely thinking, he's like, why is this fucking fisherman going to die?
Clacker, you are in the eternal ocean. It's blue above, it's blue below. Make a death saving throw.
Ooh, Eiffel 65 would love this situation. Let's see.
Da-boo-dee-ba-doo-ba.
Dabba
And a
dee
9 is a
dabba, not
fail.
die yet.
Alright, so that's a 1 success and 1 fail, and we are back to Jack Rackman.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just use Cure Wounds on you,
Okay.
Clacker.
Ooh, my wounds. They're cured.
You feel a tingly sensation as I, lightning you a little bit, getting your heart beating again.
I awake with a jolt and I go, oh, hey there, how's the weather?
It's not going well.
Okay. I'll also say, so Clacker and Hudson, since you both woke up from unconsciousness, you have 1 level of exhaustion. Jack, the exhaustion that you had was gone because you had a long rest between the time you had it.
Sure.
Additionally, Clacker, your sanity is below half its maximum, meaning that you have 2 strain. Strain is fairly difficult to remove entirely. There are ways of temporarily suppressing it, but that means that your all of your d20 rolls have a -2.
Ooh, okay.
Alright, so the teens continue to run away in abject terror, and it's back to Zachariah.
My spellbook is still kind of like floating around with me magically, and I am going to pull another bit of this dark energy, siphon it into my pistol, and another sound of a bell rings through the town square here. Zachariah is like kind of just dead serious now. DC 14 save against 1 damage.
And with an 18, I do resist this bolt of dark gonginess.
Yeah, it just kind of splashes off of him.
Yeah. Hudson.
Yes.
Kill it, Hudson. Kill it quick.
I be trying, Jack. I be trying. Oh boy. All right. Let's see if I can hit it one more time. And I am going to try shooting it again with the pistol, since it seems to be working so well. And since I have no desire to run in there and get eaten myself. So that gives me a 16 on.
And yeah, a 16 is a hit.
All right. And an 8 damage I just rolled there.
And that's the magic number. Describe your killing blow.
I think that I shoot like this, pistol, and the ball goes like flying through the air, hits in through one mouth, flies out through another mouth on the other side, and it just kind of like spits up some goo onto Moriarty and then collapses.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, Pippin.
Looks like you got some on you there, mate.
I still look a right bit better than the clacker over there.
Yeah.
All right, and we're out of initiative order now. Those of you who have a 3/4 sanity or lower gain a seed of fear. So that's Clacker, Hudson. Let's see, 3/4 of 15 would be
10,
12.
right? Oh, 12. Oh, shoot. I
Yeah.
don't know how to do math.
And
Alright.
Moriarty, 19, 15. Okay, so Hudson, Moriarty, and Clacker gain a seed of fear, which means that when you are confronted by crocodiles or large lizards, you are subjected to the frightened condition.
Got it.
Yeah, and there are ways to remove that, but again, it takes a significant amount of time to completely get over these horrors.
Mm-hmm.
There are ways of temporarily suppressing them. Spells like Calm Emotions and stuff will help you ignore them for a short time.
All I have to say is, fuck lizards.
One of these children needs medical attention right away, please.
And I would say that without looking at Moriarty, and then I am just very gingerly straightening out the one who was killed, and as much as I can get of him, putting it, you know what I mean?
In multiple places.
Putting him back together as much as I can, and then I am going to just kind of stand and look around to see if there are any children nearby that are still watching or anything.
Yeah, the 3 teens that you interposed yourself between them and the crocodile, they kind of creep back over, and one of them says, "What? Aiden's been eaten, mate.
It's all right. It's all right.
Aiden's been eaten.
I understand. It's
He's been eaten."
Aye, he has been eaten.
I would attempt to put my hand on his shoulder.
say, this is how the wheel spins, child. It's a part of life. Be
One of them
happy
turns and
that you-
vomits.
Okay. These are children. I should not be proselytizing. Do you know where their Aiden's parents are? Does he have parents?
Yeah, he's base-born. He has a mother though. He's been eaten.
I understand.
She lived over behind the. Oh God, he's been.
I understand. Why don't you look the other way? You keep looking at it. Why don't you just turn?
Okay.
Just do a quarter turn. I'll stand
Aiden's
here.
mother. What we gonna say to Aiden's mother? Yeah, she lives over behind the markets.
I understand. Listen, this won't make much sense now. I apologize about the vomit, but be happy that you knew Aiden. Be happy for the time that you did know him.
And then if I can find any sort of tarp or, you know what I mean, anything to cover the poor child, since he's very messed up.
Right. I mean, most of him is not intact. There's a limb and maybe half of his chest and stuff like that. Make an
Hudson mutters
investigation
under his
check.
breath, rest in pieces, mate.
Oh, God. That was wildly inappropriate.
Can I have an
is
investigation
what it
check
is.
from Zachariah?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Pretty good at investigation. I rolled a 23.
Oh, you are good at investigation. Yeah, so you find a tarp made out of burlap, and you can stretch that over over his remains.
Mm-hmm.
So the blood you said was like a milky pink, which Clacker thinks looks like a very good tea he had in the past. Can I do a little investigation on the corpse of this thing and see if I can find anything?
Yeah, I think that would be a nature check.
Okay. Well, I'm bad at both of those, so let's see.
So,
and then -2, so 9.
I believe that the -2 is already taken into account when you click nature.
Oh no, that was I have -2 to intelligence, so it's -4 right now.
Oh, right.
No, just -2. It's just my. Oh, because strain.
Because of sanity, yeah.
Sorry.
So it's 9 instead of 11. You rolled a 13.
Woo!
Subtracted 2 for your intelligence. Okay. So what exactly are you looking for?
Just anything. The blood looked like an interesting color to me, so...
Its blood is definitely an interesting color. You're still, like, unnerved by this thing. It almost ate you, and it's got a lot of mouths that are still kind of twitching post-mortem.
I would imagine I'm digging through it with, like, my eyes closed going, oh god, oh jeez, oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and so, I mean, you can...
Just getting right in there, huh?
You can harvest it for meat, you can sample some of its blood if you want to, but I mean, even with your eyes closed, it smells unappetizing and feels slimy and unnatural. Like, it makes your skin crawl. Your blubber flips.
I'm already kind of slimy, so...
Yeah.
Well, is there any sort of town manager or mayor or who's in charge here? Do we need to...
Funny you should say that. As you are all kind of gathered around this thing, a man in his middle years, or maybe 50 or so, approaches you all. And he says, my name is Governor Smythe. I saw the battle from my office over there. Thank you all for jumping in on such short notice. I don't know what we would have done if you all hadn't been here. Our town guard wouldn't have been here for at least another minute or two. Several people might have been eaten even. Oh, and he notices the tarp. Oh, it looks like maybe someone was eaten. Well...
Yeah, I think his name was Aiden. He was eaten.
Aiden was eaten. Oh, his
Aiden
poor
was eaten.
mother.
Yeah.
Right, well, needless to say, it would have been much worse if you hadn't all been here. So thank you again. Our fine town of Westport is indebted to each of you.
Does this happen? Has this happened before?
No, I've never seen anything like this before.
Well, you need to get someone down that well to find out where the leak is, these things, it's probably just as scared as we were, to be honest.
You're concerned that the monster was scared?
No, I mean, he was not where he should be, and he's now over with, but the well, it was either created down the well, or it got into the well, or, I mean, there aren't a lot of options. There could be some sort of terrifying portal that monsters come up. Someone needs to go down the well and fix it, right?
Yes, certainly. Do you think that someone might be, you lot here? I'll make it worth your while, of course, worth your trouble.
Do you have a man named Timmy in town?
Man named Timmy, I would have to check my records. There's some,
I've been under the impression they're pretty good at getting down wells.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't believe I hired you. I think I'm gonna get back on the boat and sail away. I could certainly deal with some additional currency.
Before we get to that part, what about the currency for dealing with this one?
Well, you see, nobody paid you to fight this. You just did that.
Yeah, but I mean, what if it ate more children? Couldn't we get a little bit of money at least, mate?
I mean, I would include that in the sum that I pay you if you figure out where this thing came from and be sure that there aren't more of it.
I would require some assistance, but I'm certainly down, as the children say. The live children, the ones that aren't.
Aiden would say it.
What if the other teen says, "Hey, Aiden is down, mate. That's the Aiden is dead, mate."
I told you to turn away. Why are you just...
This is a different one. That one's already gone and is dry heaving in an alley somewhere. The other one that got by the alligator is bent over next to the burlap sack. Yeah, she's still conscious and everything, but she's just like clutching her stomach. She's like, I don't feel so good.
Oh,
Yeah, shouldn't someone help her, mate?
well, I thought we did help her.
Sir, I would turn to Clacker. Sakurai House, pleased to meet you. You were...
Oh, hey there.
Oh, charming.
Nice weather
You
we've been
were-
having, huh?
Oh my god, I love you. Could you were just rooting around in the body, and how are you feeling? Any sort of sickness?
Well, it was really slimy. I'm kind of tired, and it's a little scary to do this. So, I don't know. I feel okay though, I guess.
Isn't that just birth though, mate?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you remembered, since you're an orca folk and all that, mate.
No, remember my birth. Did you remember your birth?
Yes.
No.
It's very,
Oh,
very traumatic.
oh no.
There was rum. I got in a fight. Bruises. Hangover. Yeah, I would just go to the little grub. But as far as I know, other than the trauma, you were fine.
She looks up at you and she's like in shock. There's no clear emotion on her face other than just kind of a blank, like, what did I just experience?
Right.
And she's still like kind of clutching at herself, and she says, I really feel bad, mate. I don't know if I'm okay.
Okay, can someone assist me, please? Anyone? Hello?
Do you have some sort of wound?
Make a medicine check, Jack.
Can I help him?
Sure.
Well, I got a 10 then.
Okay. It's like Zachariah said, other than the shock and trauma of what she just experienced, it looks like she's bruised up a little bit, but isn't otherwise harmed.
You look fine to me, kid.
If you sprout any tentacles or start thinking any dark thoughts like eating people, please let someone know immediately. But other than that, I think you should go home.
She kind of coughs a little bit and then pats herself and she nods. She's like, all right then. And then she looks over at the burlap sack again and kind of shakes her head and looks away from it and stumbles off.
I'm sure that won't have any consequences at all.
I heard tales on the open ocean of monsters that just like touch you with their tentacle and then weeks later eggs burst out of your chest. But I'm not sure if they're true or not. You might want to get her checked out by a real doctor.
This man seems to be credentialed. My name is Zachariah Harros. Doctor, I like your skirt.
I'm talking to Jack right now.
It looks better from the front.
Well, it isn't ideal, but it's all I have.
My name is Zachariah, and you are?
Well, the name's Jack Rackman. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Dr. Jack Rackman. Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, you can call me that if you'd like. I've been a ship's doctor before.
Well, I suppose, is this a, Mr. Smythe, is this a lump sum or a per person situation?
Well, what would suit the lot of you? I could do a lump sum. In any rate, the payment will be procured after you are convinced that there isn't a further threat. At that point, I'm thinking, let me see, I think probably 250 gold pieces lump sum.
Oh, good God.
50
Well, I'm
gold
going
pieces
in.
a person.
What, wait. You just said two different things. What if I go down there with 5 people and come back with 3? We still get 250 gold, right?
We will discuss that upon your return.
No, I'm not going to go then.
Does that mean more for the rest of us then, or do we have to?
All right, fine. 250 lump sum for whoever returns upon proving that there is not a further threat to this town from that well with creatures like that.
Are we supposed to prove a negative? That's it. Okay, all right, let's go.
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
Right. All right. Well,
I'm in, mate. Wait,
Right.
can you throw in like a couple drinks on top of that? I am pretty thirsty after all that fighting and whatnot.
Yes, a glass of wine or rum, your choice. Upon
I'll
return.
run easily, yeah.
All right.
Upon return,
Upon return, yes.
Oh, can I have one before I go? I fight a little better after I've had a glass or
The leaping fish is right over there. I'm sure they'd give one to you.
Yeah,
It's not for free.
I'm not exactly sure I'm allowed back in, mate.
Oh, okay. Well, yes. Are
I do believe I left me gold and doubloons in me other trousers.
It looks like you left the seat of your pants in your other trousers too, mate.
Oh, that's true. Do you want to put on some clothes before we go into the well? I guess
Would
it's just
you
going to get
do
dirty
me the
anyways.
kindness of that at least?
No,
Giving me some clothes.
We need him to keep those clothes. We need moonlight to guide us in the dark.
They're just going to get dirty anyways. Let's just go.
He raises a good point.
Alright, so you're just going straight into the well now?
I would prefer if we take a bit of respite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about
think-
you guys. I'm a little worse for wear being bitten and
If someone could keep an eye on the well, I do need to go deliver poor Aiden's remains to her mother and see if they need any assistance.
Oh yeah, I think I could use a little break right now too. And I just Clacker thinks about more lizards down there, and you just kind of see some like terror go through his eyes for a moment.
Okay, so does everyone who's resting, do you want to just rest in the town square or go to the Leaping Fish or somewhere else? And meanwhile, we'll do the Aiden thing with Zachariah.
I don't know if I'm welcome in the Leaping Fish right now either after that experience with the tea. They might not be too pleased to see me again.
Right.
So you tell me that you guys have only been in town for about a day, and you've all been thrown out of the only bar.
Hey, it's not my fault the tea wasn't good.
Yeah, same here. Yes, that's exactly what
I've
it
never
was.
been thrown out of a bar. That is untrue. I did not get thrown out.
Well, then you aren't living life right, proper mad.
I haven't even been to the bar yet.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Well, I was on my way there when a lizard thing popped out of a well.
That's a good reason, yeah, mate.
Fair enough.
For some reason, I have a real hankering for chicken legs.
Do you think this water's safe to drink in the well?
No. Under no circumstance should you drink that water.
Okay.
And can someone watch the well, please? Anyone?
Perhaps the town guard, Mr. What was his
Yes.
name? Smith?
Smythe. Yes.
Smythe.
I'll get a couple town guardsmen right down here. Just let me go talk to Sheriff Locke, and once they come back here, then you can rest wherever you please until it's time for you to investigate the well itself. I understand if you need to regain your strength. That was a harrowing beast.
Alright, well, I'm off to the bar.
Alright, Moriarty is off to the bar.
I think Hudson's gonna test his luck and go with him.
Okay.
Clacker will try it too. Maybe the company will help disguise him a little bit as a 7-foot orca person.
Right.
Sure.
I'm assuming at this point, Clacker, you do have the documentation that you went back to the Adventure Arc to get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you can read through that in the tavern as well. Jack, do you want to hang out with them in the tavern?
Yeah.
Cool. So let's have Zachariah meet Aiden's mother real quick, and then we'll have like a little rapport building with all of you in the tavern.
All right.
So Zachariah, one of the other teens will accompany you and show you the way to Aiden's abode. A woman opens the door. What's going on there? Who's there? Who are you? What's that?
Oh, good day. I've been told that you're the mother of a child named Aiden.
That's right. I'm Eleanor. And who are you?
The name's Heros. Zachariah. Zachariah Heros.
Zachariah what kind of name is that?
It's a wonderful.
Okay.
I don't know. That question caught me off guard. I apologize that I'm not answering it very well. Do you mind if I come in for a moment?
Kinda do. You look a little bit weird, and I don't know you, and it's kinda almost dark. I do know you, though. Georgie, what are you doing here?
Oh, Georgie, run along. That's fine. We can talk out here. Has the news reached you yet of the attack in the town square?
Attack? Here in Westport? No. Was it those crummy lizard folk?
My God. What's wrong with... Okay, this is not the time. There was some type of attack from the well. It was a horrifying experience. There unfortunately was a casualty, and I'm sorry to tell you that Aiden was that casualty. And
What you saying? You saying Aiden's no,
dead.
what? No.
your son's time has passed. His
Pass.
wheel has turned. Chaos has taken him. He is no longer. On
Stop
this
saying these things. What are you on about? And she like slams the door.
Yeah, I mean, I would, at that juncture, I would put down the canvas that I have, and I would attempt to use my lantern since I'm not going to get any information from her. I would, from my belt, unclip this bleached white skeletal lantern and hold it over him and start saying some kind of like magical words of power. And that gives me sorry, I haven't used this yet. Okay, I have advantage on a history check to determine basically if he practices any sort of like religion or anything like that. Wow.
Ooh.
I rolled 2 1s. So it's just not. I if I need to stop RPing, I can, but I would just imagine there's just literally not enough of him there that I can't figure anything out.
I like that. I had other reasons for the double one, but yours works quite well. So,
I'm going to leave it there, and
I think it's only because there wasn't enough of it.
right.
Say just a couple other words and head back to the leaping fish.
Perfect. Okay, and
That poor woman's just gonna walk out and
Well, I didn't like leave it on the doorstep. It's just like there. It's better than
there
getting
for the-
scooped up and thrown down the fucking garbage disposal.
I suppose the Undertaker would have probably picked up the boy at the scene.
Zachariah sees nothing wrong with what just happened. Totally normal. I'm gonna go hang out with my new crew before we dive into a well to attack the Satan crocodiles.
all right. Yeah. So what remains of Aiden is laid to rest.
On the doorstep.
On the porch.
On the doorstep. And back in
Tastefully on the doorstep, please.
Tastefully on the
There's nothing tasteful about it.
There's a tarp over him.
I think we have the episode title, Tastefully on the Doorstep.
I feel like you just created the first like campaign villain, this like vengeful mother trying to come track you
It wasn't even our fault. We just handled it poorly.
I literally see nothing wrong with this.
Okay. Meanwhile, mood change. Meanwhile, back in the Leaping Fish Relaxation Complex, the 4 of you walk in. It's the dinner rush as you arrive, so there's like you're arriving with a large crowd, many of whom are talking about the battle that they just witnessed, and so several of them kind of, tip their glasses to you. A few of them kind of pitch in and buy you all your first round of drinks and buy you dinner. So you do not have to pay anything. You get kind of a reasonably priced meal, or like a middle expenses dinner. It's like a nice stew or some nice fish and chips at your choice, and a drink.
I lean in and I say, don't go for the tea.
Oh, I never do. I never do.
What about me?
Oh, I was just gonna say, you notice that some of the waiters and waitresses kind of glance over at you, but they don't act confrontational in any way.
Oh, well, okay.
Do I see the goons from last night who absolutely destroyed me, or?
Oh, so clarification, that wasn't last night. That was earlier today. That was like noon, and it's now like 6 or 7. You do not see them anywhere right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go sit on the chair that I sat on last night.
This looks like a great spot.
Is that the table we're going to? Is this the table? We're at that spot now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a stool at the bar. Alexis is there. She's the same waitress that was talking with you earlier, Hudson.
Well, what do we have here?
Oh, there, lass. This is my friend, assless chap to Jack Rackman.
That's Dr. Assless Jack Rackman.
Oh, Zachariah, you're here.
How do you do there, Assless Jack? My name's Alexis. Good to see you again, Hudson. I saw what you did out there through the window. Right heroic of you.
Yeah. Thanks, lass. I did my best, try and protect the town, being a hero and all that.
Yeah, I can see that. It's impressive. We need hero types around here. What with all the trouble trying to start up a colony and all that, it's a dangerous business for us all.
Yeah. Can I have another glass of rum? On the house, of course, hero stuff.
No, it's not on the house, but if anyone else here wants to pay it for you, and then you see a dwarf nod and thunk down a couple silvers, and she's like, right then. She starts pouring you one.
I go, thanks, lad. And I, kind of like tip him the glass when I get it from the waitress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he nods back. He's just guzzling a tankard of, dwarven mead.
Well, Jack, I'm curious how you ended up here, and with no ass in your chaps, as they say.
Well, me ship just got sank in some sort of storm, as it does, and I swam here. Can't rightly say where here is. I was hoping maybe you could enlighten me.
Yeah, mate, I got you. This is the town of Westport. We're in Pingerhow, as I figured you didn't swim that far, so I figured you kind of know.
Wait, how did we are? No, that can't be right.
Wait, where were you?
I mean, you wouldn't believe it if I told you.
I mean, we did just fight some sort of giant, horrible demon alligator crocodile. Caiman. Maybe it was a caiman, I don't really know. So maybe I would believe,
I would have been a bit closer to,
Those would be either Arcathian or Tlaxican territory. They're outlier islands, like Crete is to Greece and things like that.
Right, well, I set sail from there, and we weren't gone much more than a day. So Storm couldn't have blown us off drift that far.
Yeah, I think you might have had a bit too much rum on that trip, mate.
Well, it all happened very fast. I was in me pajamas when the storm came about, and...
Are you wearing your pajamas right now? Is that why you don't have an ass there?
No, it's this. I actually had nothing when I found myself on shore here. I was down shore a bit, and I ran into some lizard people. And they equipped me with this. It's not much, but it's better than what I had, and gave me some cream. I was having an allergic reaction to the plants.
That sounds like quite a day you got there, lad.
Yeah, and then I came into town, and this all happened.
Yeah, well, suppose the assless chap sounds like the worst part of it all, really.
I suppose. I mean, I did lose a ship, and many men, I believe, lost their lives.
Aye,
Are you sure you just didn't fall overboard?
I honestly don't know. I hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
I think Hudson pours out a little bit of rum on the ground for the lost sailors at sea. He says "Aye, may they rest their souls in the eternal ocean."
I didn't buy a drink for the floorboards there, mate. What's with that?
Mind your own business.
The dwarf just kind of grumbles into his mug.
I mean, you can have it, mate, if you want to drink it off the floor.
You adventurers he glances at Jack and he nods. You adventurers are all asses, man.
Not this one, he's assless.
No, here's the ass known as the assless chap, Jack Brackman.
Let's see, Clacker, during this conversation, I imagine, since mainly the other three were talking, you were perusing your document, and you see that certainly the agreement was an all expenses paid round trip.
Mm-hmm. So I'll ask, Alexis was her name, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And it was Krusty Sean?
Yes.
Krusty
Oh, hey, Alexis, do you know if Krusty Sean is still around?
I think he's retired for the night, back in his personal chambers.
Oh, well, he told me earlier, because I came here to review the tea. I'm not going to say much more about that right now, but he told me that it was only a one-way trip that I was supposed to be here for, but I've got my documents right here, and I open it up and I show her. You see right here, we're all in agreement it was a round trip, and I'm supposed to have everything paid for, but he's saying that that's not the truth, but I've got the document right here to prove it.
Look, mate, I just work here. I don't really know anything about that. I mean, I can go talk to him, but again, he's resting right now. I mean, we can get it all worked out on the morrow.
Well, I'm resting right now too. That's why we came here. So, he can't be too tired yet. If you could go wake him up.
All right. I'll go see what I can do.
Thank you so much. How's the weather there too?
What? It's She looks out the window. It's dark, but it looks like the sky is clear.
Oh, sure. Okay.
All right, probably around this time, Zachariah, you rejoined the group in the tavern.
A job well done.
Jeez.
What happened with the kid, mate?
Oh, well, the mother wasn't. I don't know. I think at the sea and maybe perhaps things that you've done. I think we've seen people die before, but towns like these, maybe they've been shielded from that type of experience, so they react oddly. But, it's not really anything I can do,
Aye. Well, thanks for doing that. You're a good man.
Right. Most people wouldn't do that for someone. I wouldn't do that for someone.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh,
I
mean,
wouldn't bother.
It's vital. We only have one life, right? The flesh, the being born, having all of this,
And I would poke whoever's closest to me's arm, be like,
so temporary, right? That we have to do everything we can with this time that we have.
Ow.
and I would just kind of sit and see everyone drinking and kind of twiddle my thumbs a little bit and be like,
So if you have any, seaweed.
Hudson pulls out a little bit and just kind of scoots it under the table to him.
Now, what would be obviously on a ship, I'm sure people just smoke, right? Would it be normal to have a pipe and some snuff in a pub in this world? I don't actually know.
In this world, yes. I think that would vary, location by location. So I'm gonna roll a d6. On an even roll, it's normal to just smoke your pipe in a tavern here. It is normal to do that in Westport. You can see a few other people doing it in this conference room.
I thank Hudson and help myself to my long pipe while everyone else drinks.
Oh, could I get a little pinch of that?
I mean, can't you buy your own? You look pretty rich to me, mate.
Well, I'm just asking.
I mean, I suppose it doesn't hurt. You did get kind of half-eaten today, and I handled a little as well.
Oh, thank you. And I put it in my blowhole. And then I light it.
Light. Yeah, there you go.
And then I light it, and then I inhale through my blowhole.
This is a weird question. Can I kiss you?
And then as I'm exhaling through my mouth, I go, oh, no, you don't have to do that. And then the more air comes out through my blowhole and the ashes just kind of go all over me.
Alex, do you have inspiration yet?
Yes.
Dang it.
That is riveting. That is among the favorite things I've ever seen.
I'm gonna stick with my pipe, thank you.
Oh, this is some good ship.
Yeah, it blows anything else out of the water.
On that note, do you all want to head into the well tonight, or did you want to do that in the morning?
I suppose, gentlemen, gentlefolk, do you want to head down there tonight, or would everyone like to rest tonight? I am fine to head on down the well, as they say.
I was just knocking at the docks of Death's Door, so I'd like to take a little break if we could.
Yeah.
I could use some rest myself. We could probably procure some torches and stuff for down there as well.
Oh, it's very wise.
In the morning.
Jack, you could also use some clothes, Dr. Rackman.
Sure.
Perhaps we could ask around, too, about what sorts of danger we might be expecting down there.
Oh, seemed as if this was a first occurrence. But yes, absolutely. I do have one question before we part. Just like to know who I am in league with. What brings you all to Westport?
I'll take out my document and I'll say, well, I came here to do some tea ratings for Mr. Krusty Sean, the tavern owner here, but he doesn't seem to want to pay me for the round trip. He's saying it's only a one-way trip.
It says clearly right here, round trip, all expenses.
Right.
This can't be correct, though, because it'd be saying that you are Clacker Volkson.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and I'm Davy Jones. Nice to meet you.
I thought you were Dr. Rackman.
Well, I am. It's a joke, because there's no way you're Clacker Volkson.
Oh, that's me.
I don't know. Definitely orca folk. You don't see many of those, honestly. I don't actually know. I'm just saying.
Aye, but not all orca folk look alike.
No, I didn't say that. Jesus.
I have met
Who?
Mr. Clacker here before, and I can say he is that Clacker that you're.
Well, I've met this fisherman once, so I trust him. That is Clacker Volkson.
We bought potatoes together one time.
Oh, yes. Would you like to see my potato? It's from this mysterious place of Idaho.
Oh, I don't know about that.
And you, Dr. Rackman?
Aye.
Well, just a layover? Are you...
I suppose you just say I found myself here. I'm looking to get back to me crew if they are still alive, or I suppose I've just got a lot of... got some personal mysteries to solve.
Oh, I love mysteries. Do tell. Maybe later, right? When we get to know each other. Okay, I understand. All right. Well, you all seem like a trustworthy bunch. Hudson?
Just kind of the same thing as Jack here. Just a bit of sightseeing and, drinking rum, carousing, the usual. Yeah, nothing really special.
Well, slightly disappointing. I was hoping. Perhaps.
I wouldn't be disappointed. It sounded like you earlier were talking about needing a ride, a boat. Me and Hudson here happen to be some of the greatest mariners on the seas.
Oh, excellent. I am in Westport for a purpose. I would be excellent if our future endeavors aligned to the point where we could assist each other. I'm a little... seems unwise for me to travel into the jungle by myself, but perhaps Moriarty here and I can brave the aberrations of the jungle swamp place.
What would you want in the jungle for? There's nothing in there but lizard men.
Well, he was actually talking about some necromancer he wanted to go find, and I thought it'd be a pretty fun adventure.
You have to say the word quiet.
A necromancer, you say?
Alexis plops down a couple more drinks and points over to someone who kind of tips their drink at you, signifying that they paid for this round. And Alexis says, "Oh, you all talking about that necromancer again?"
Jesus Christ.
Thank you, dear. Thanks, sir.
Hudson, tilts his glass.
Hi, what do we have here? Another one. Where do these keep coming from?
You can have mine. And I would push the tankard away from myself.
Hudson grabs it quickly before Jack.
Oh, all right, I see. All right. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about a necromancer.
Very well. Well,
just looking at me now.
I've heard a few tales about a necromancer around these parts, and maybe, a scrap or two about some ancient treasure that would be come in very handy, for certain individuals. But what sort of necromancer are you looking for? Maybe there's two different necromancers that we're looking for. What'd you say your name again?
Oh, Zachariah. Zachariah Harris.
Zachary, yes, yeah.
Raya.
All right. What sort of necromancer are you looking for?
He would pull out a little notebook and a quill and lick the tip of it and be like,
well, tell me, what type of necromancers are there?
I don't know. I'm not really a magic guy myself. It's just, there's the bad necromancers, and then there's the really bad necromancers. And
all right.
Then the really bad necromancers.
Sure. So far, I've noticed people use the word bad a little wantonly. when you say bad, what types of things are you talking about?
You know, like killing whole towns and reanimating them to like live as slaves, or
Sure.
like, you know, enchanting like some sort of evil like creature beneath the waves to, you know, like swallow entire ships whole, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. But like that would have to be like the whole picture, right? Like some of that's okay.
I mean, no, I don't think so, really. I think it's pretty just, you know, not acceptable behavior. It's not very polite, you know, in most societies.
Right.
Certainly not. Yep. We definitely, I agree with everything that you just said wholeheartedly.
Well, I mean, I know one spell called Spare the Dying. It's technically necromancy. It's pretty okay for the most part. I've never been refused when I've tried to have offered.
Well, they are unconscious usually.
They're always thankful.
Well, Treasure, perhaps you can accompany us after our adventure down the well.
I think I might, yeah. Sounds like it would benefit all of our parties equally. Except for this noble over here with his tea bags.
I'm pouring ale into my blowhole as well.
Why are you pouring ale down your nose?
It's multifunctional.
Well, yeah, he is going on this first adventure with us. Maybe he'll grow to like us.
The ale comes out in a mist as I expel it from the blowhole.
All right. Well, those of you
Hudson
that
catches a drop
sleep-
on his tongue and like licks his lips. Never waste
Tastes
a
like
drop.
seaweed.
Well, those of you that sleep, get your sleep, and tomorrow, down the well.
Do you not sleep?
Are there any of us who don't be needing sleep?
Oh, I absolutely sleep. I sleep like a person normally sleeps. Absolutely.
That
I lay
wasn't
down.
reassuring at all.
What I lay down, and I close my eyes, and then I sleep.
Sounds
Like-
normal so far. I'm with you. I'm on board.
I don't understand the problem. All right.
Oh yeah, that sounds like sleeping to me.
Yeah.
I suppose. I just won't be sleeping in the bunk next to you.
It's fine. Yeah, and then I would just kind of enjoy the rest of my pipe.
Yeah, and your rooms are paid for at least tonight by the grateful civilians. Maybe not for future nights, but at least for now. You all get a long rest, so your
How many
hit
rooms
points
do we have?
I think you probably have like one hostile style room.
Okay, so we all have to kind of like cuddle up, get cozy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Hit points reset to maximum. Sanity does not. If you wanted to use one of your health dice to regain some sanity, you could do that before you sleep.
I plan on doing that.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
5. And back up.
All right. And Clacker, your sanity die is a D6.
I thought it was a D12. Okay.
Sanity die, not health. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Alright, I am back.
It was a 4.
It was a 4. Okay. So you regain 4 health.
I thought that was the sanity.
Yeah, my bad. 4 sanity. I misspoke. Additionally, everyone levels up.
Woo!
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
So do I also, with the long rest then, does that reset my hit dice too? So I've got both of them, or just the one now?
It resets 1 hit die.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Now that you're all 3rd level, you get 2 hit dice back out of 3 that you could have. Yeah, so hit points are back up. Sanity is increased, but not necessarily completely restored for everyone. You get your 3rd level features. Your magic items get a little bit better. Your sanity maximum increases. So let me just figure that out for each of you. We'll do that between sessions. Yeah, and so you all go to sleep, and on the next day you will continue your investigation. This has been the Kaleidosphere, To Whom the Sea Belongs. Thank you all for joining us on our epic voyage. If you enjoyed this, then please like, share, subscribe, and leave a hopefully 5-star review. Any method of spreading awareness helps us out a ton, and we really appreciate that. To Whom the Sea Belongs is dedicated to Brandon, whom we hold in loving memory. To Whom the Sea Belongs is a campaign set in the Kaleidosphere. That's kale, like the vegetable, Ido, I-D-O, sphere. Join us next week as the party investigates the thing in the well.